everyone always talks about money leaving your pocket, especially these days with the crazy inflation that's been happening. But beside working a 9 to 5 job, how do you make money flow into your pocket? The secret is in understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. To a financial mind, it may seem straightforward. However, it can be a bit confusing to the average person. To make it simple, assets are possession that puts money in your pocket, and liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket. Ultimately, your financial goal is to acquire as many assets as possible and as few liabilities as possible. Hello everyone, I'm Suhaib, and today on Money Mindset, we are going to dive into how to acquire assets and minimize liability. Being able to differentiate between assets and liabilities is vital, because later it allows you to direct your resources on purchasing assets and limiting liabilities in order to get rich, which is our ultimate goal: cruising on the coast of tropical island with a constant flow of money in your account. It's important to ask yourself, if you quit your job today, what would your cash flow be? Assets produce an influx of cash flow directly into your pocket. Some examples of cash flow producing assets include rental properties, businesses, bonds, stock paying dividends. On the other side, liabilities could generate more costs and drain your bank account. A phone, car, and even cable TV are examples of liabilities that create costs. Let's break this down. If you have $15,000 in your saving account and choose to buy a new car, you will be spending your money on liabilities, and your only profit is your momentary happiness, which I know is pretty awesome. But think of it like this: if you maintain your old car and learn to invest the $15,000 in ETF like SPY, you may expect an annual return of roughly 7 to 10% on the long run. In this example, after 5 years, your portfolio would be valued at around $22,000. And on the other hand, your new car would have depreciated by 10 to 15% annually, making it only worth around $8,000. You might think the rich are out there purchasing Ferraris and yachts, which they do, but they first put their money to smarter use. They make their money work for them first so they can keep their lavish lifestyle. Rather, they're purchasing an excessive amount of liabilities. The rich invest in assets. Now, let's look at the most common purchase that we make, our home, and how to make that a valued asset. The issue is that most people who purchase homes do so as a primary residence, which may classify it as liability. You must pay for your mortgage, utilities, maintenance, taxes, insurance, and potentially more every month for your own house. However, depending on the market, you might gain a profit or lose an amount of value on your home, just like any investment. But what if you rented out the empty room in the house you bought, or bought two-family house, one for residence and one for rent? In that instance, you might be able to produce a consistent flow of money to support your living expenditure and home maintenance. The extra cash from the rental property can be later used for other investment, which will provide you a return in the long term. That way, you turn a liability into an asset. Let's manage liabilities in a different way. Apple, a global company, offers a new device every year, whether it's a new iPhone, MacBook, or iPad. The product always winds up on store shelves worldwide. Every year, when this occurs, crowds of people form lines outside stores to get their hands on the latest flashy item. Even I have the latest Apple Watch. However, is it a good idea to spend $1,000 on a brand new phone just because it's the latest item? No, mainly because it will be replaced with a new one in a year. So you are continuously racing to catch up on trying to purchase the latest trending item on the market. Instead, before purchasing an item that is a liability, make sure you have the same value of that item invested in an asset. For example, if you are purchasing an iPhone for $1,000, make sure you have $1,000 invested in an asset before that purchase. That will give you a return for the future. Most probably, you don't need a phone. unless your phone still plays a snake, or your phone dies a few hours after you charge it, or it's broken. It's a want, not a need. This is a significant distinction that's critical to understanding consumerism and how to make your wealth grow and make your money work for you. We don't require most of the items we own. Instead, we desire them. We watch the flash advertisements and all these advices brand new features and imagine how much better our lives would be if we had them. We buy these items for the first few days and fall in love with them. Then something unexpected occurs. We perceive them as simply another object when the honeymoon phase ended, rather than the technical miracle we thought they were. The money you spend on the latest and the best devices may be better spent somewhere else. You're doing something wrong if you're willing to spend $1,500 on a new laptop, but you're not willing to invest the same amount of money on the business that makes those laptops. So guys, that's all for me today. Let me know if you have any question in the comment section below, and don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel to watch our future videos. And as my father always used to say, always invest in yourself first. See you all next time.